Said my street name I got for some reason was Matrix because I wore a black jacket once. It wasn't even leather. I wore a normal trench coat, like the type you wear over a suit. A normal black trench coat. And someone called me Neo. And I was like, hold on. We're in New York where like every other person owns one of these. What are we doing here? You know, I was very confused because if it's raining or if it's cold out and you look around in New York, I guarantee you like every other person's wearing a trench coat or some sort of long coat like that, right? So I was like, why me? You know, why me? Why'd I get pointed out and get, okay, Neo, you know, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Could be Mr. X. They always call you Neo, though. Always. A beltless trench coat is called the Ambassador. No, you gotta take the belt and only put it through the back 2 loops and then tie it together in the back. So you show that you have no desire to put the belt on. And that's how you establish dominance. That's how you do it. You tie it around the back specifically so you could go, yeah, I'm not even gonna put that shit on. Right? That's the way. You got called Rambo for wearing a headband. Yeah, no, I've realized you could do one thing that is not, like, barely related to some character, and people will be like, you look literally just like this guy. I've seen it the worst with the VTubers, where 2 people could have designs that look nothing alike, but both have green hair. Maybe the entire opposite hairstyles, literally nothing alike except for slightly greenish, maybe, quote unquote, right? And then people will be like, oh my god, you look just like that other green one. What? It's like looking at 2 people outside with blonde hair and being like, you guys look exactly the same. When they look completely different, you know? Dude, there's so much of that. There's so much of that. All the ones with pink hair mouse, right, exactly. Or yeah, every shark, they're like, you want to be all the other sharks so bad. My god. My god. They all do it. I can't tell. I don't want to be like insulting, but are people like actually that stupid? Like they actually can't take in information about something and remember it? Because if I see something that's green, but doesn't have antlers, doesn't have a hime cut, doesn't wear a full green outfit, doesn't have fluffy stuff near its like neck area, you know, I'm gonna be like, that doesn't look like Haruka because it has 1 out of like 100 things in common with her and none of the other stuff, right? Like, what is that? Why can't people do this? And then it makes you wonder, it's either purposeful or they're stupid, right? So it makes me lean toward, I like to give benefit of the doubt and lean toward like, I don't think they're that dumb. This must be purposeful. So then they're just saying it on purpose to be mean. But then when you call people out, they're usually like, no, I actually think that blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, are you backpedaling or, you know what I mean? It's very confusing. It's very confusing. I don't know. Oh, he said a friend tried to mount a motherboard to his case with zip ties. So yeah, I mean, they're out there. Well, I know they're out there, but you always think it's fewer than that, right? You like to think. I don't know. People can be face blind and stuff, right? Yeah, but what percentage of the population is face blind? Let's see if we even know. It's not that many people. Prosopagnosia or face blindness in studies is showing about 2 to maybe 3%. That's actually pretty high. Even so, the number of people that do this thing, it feels like it's a lot higher than that. But this is normal face blindness in like humans. But VTubers are cartoons with more really distinct differences that you could remember in normal memory that isn't visual, right? Like if you have face blindness, you can still look at Haruka and be like, okay, antlers, green hair, hime cut, right? Like you might not be able to picture her, but you could list out all these things very easily because she's a cartoon. We all are, right? And so it's very easy to piece this stuff out. It's different than being like, which one of those random ladies with blonde hair was it? Right? It's just a lot harder to like piece that out with humans. But with a VTuber, it should be so easy. I don't know, man. My favorite VTuber women I like a lot have elegant green hair. Mikey, you say the same thing about everyone. I don't believe you. You say you love everyone. And your whims just go wherever they want. Pick one. Pick one. Haruka's a cartoon. Can you believe it, man? Can you believe it? It's true. Look, I know I'm telling the truth right now, Mikey, okay? You say the same shit about everybody. Yeah, you're just living in the moment. Just living in the moment. Why I gotta choose? Because I said so. Because I said so. Free love. Nah, you can do whatever you want, man. Live your life. Live your life. But I'll call it out for a bit if I want. LOL. Rose and girl DMs as their introduction getting mixed with each other. Them and Momo. Green plus cat ears. Man, it was so hard in the beginning. It was so hard in the beginning for all three of them. Because people would just be like, they're legitimately the same. Even though there are other design elements that you could point out to be like, hey, this is a really easy way to tell them apart. None of them look similar. Let's see. Let's see. Well, Girl DM's new model, I think it's easier to tell her apart for sure. But let's use her old one from like way back when. Okay? So we can really like analyze it from the time. Ooh, what if I used her first ever model? Remember her old V-Ride one? I won't use that one. I won't use that one. I'll give her that grace. Let's use like her one from back in the day that I'm thinking of. Okay, and then let's get Rose. I'm gonna screenshot their little heads. I gotta find old Rose, not new Rose. OG Rose. I like her new outfit though. But I gotta find her before the quirky yellow hair highlights. You know? Before she was a quirky girl. Okay, I found a good one. This one's solid. Okay. And then Momo. Moo. Okay, wait, here, let's see. This is what they all looked like back in the day. When people would say that they all look the same. And you know what? I understand it. But it's simple. It's simple. Because you know what? They didn't change their hairstyles. One has a bob, one has a side ponytail, one has twin tails. Easy. It's actually so easy. It's so easy, man. You only have to remember one simple fact about each. One simple fact. Also, Momo's eyes were green, so it was really easy to tell her apart. And then Girl DMs were like yellow, and then Rose's were like reddish. It wasn't even that hard. Also, Rose has like this giant hairpin. Girl DM has like this heart thing on top of it. You know what I mean? Like there are multiple things you could point at. Even if you have face blindness, you can remember one factoid and you'll be fine. Yeah, the flower. Their outfits were completely different. I specifically cut at the head so you wouldn't see the outfit, but yeah. Can you even have anime face blindness? I think so. I think it's a little harder. From what I've heard. Because I remember someone in chat a while back, we were talking about some similar topic. Face blindness in general. And I remember someone talking about having it, but they were saying they like watching VTubers because they don't have the issue with VTubers. But I don't know if that's the case with everyone, right? Like that might not apply, or maybe certain features are easy for them and others aren't. So I'm not exactly sure. That might be like a case-by-case thing. Unsure. Some kind of fucked up word pervert. Yeah, I'm a real word sicko. I'm a real sicko for it. I don't know, I just get a satisfaction out of it.